Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare in the inaugural episode of DNA Saturday, which is going to be the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in DNA bombs, and I do my best to show them off and try and promote the person's channel. So if you guys are unaware of this series, maybe you're new to my channel, maybe you just now subscribed after Call of Duty Advanced Warfare has come out, this series is pretty similar to two other series I've done in the past. Back during Modern Warfare 3, I did a series called Moab Monday and another series called Moab Friday, where basically twice a week I would post gameplay from subscribers. They would send me in Moabs, and I would talk about the Moab that they got, I would talk about the game mode and the map that they were playing on, the strategy they were implementing, as well as their class setup and the gun they're using, and trying to offer my own insight and kind of breaking down what they were doing to get the Moab. You know, it's kind of like an informative series that helped out a lot of people, and it was also just very entertaining to watch, so I'm told. So it was a fun series I did, and then we revived that exact same series during Call of Duty Ghosts with Chem-Strike Saturday, basically the same format. We're doing the exact same thing again here in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I don't like change. I'm gonna do the same series to the day I die. I don't like change at all, but it's a fun series. I think it's gonna be a great series. This is gonna, of course, gonna be the very first episode, and a lot of things are probably gonna change. This particular gameplay, we're not gonna be talking too much about the gameplay itself, although I can tell you we're playing on the map Comeback, we're playing some hardcore domination, and the strategy we're basically using throughout this was, you saw there in the first half, the enemy team was kind of trapped over there towards the A flag, so he hung around the A flag and was taking everybody out, and throughout the entirety of the second half here, he's basically gonna try and stick around the C flag, and there's a lot of really clutch moments, and you're hopefully gonna be enjoying the gameplay. But yeah, the series itself, I really don't know what to do with it. There's a lot of things that I want to change, a lot of things I want to ask for you guys' input on, because a lot of it is very confusing. Like, for example, during Chem-Strike Saturday, we would show the perks they were using on the screen. It was very easy for you guys to see the perks and see the class stuff and all that crazy stuff. Well, here in Advanced Warfare, it doesn't work out that great, because there's just no good room for it. You know, in Call of Duty Ghost, the kill feed was up in the top right-hand side of the screen. There's really nothing down there in the bottom left, so I'm like, that's a perfect place to put the perks. But here in Advanced Warfare, you got the kill feed there, and the only really good place is to put the perks up there in the top right, and it looks weird because when you spawn in this game, it doesn't show your perks initially like it did in Call of Duty Ghost, so I can't just grab a screenshot of that and go with it that way. It's quite confusing. It's definitely quite confusing. Another question I wanted to ask you guys, one is about where should we put the perks? Should I even show the perks? I want to get your guys' feedback on that. But another question I have is, what should we do about the actual class setup itself? Like the particular variant of the ARX-160 you're going to be seeing throughout this gameplay, this is actually the hole puncher. This is going to be giving him +2 to damage, -1 to accuracy, and -1 to handling. Now, do I get like a screen cap of that? Just shove it somewhere there on the screen like that? Do I do it like that? I can't figure it out. There's no good format, no good place to put all of this stuff. There's so much information I will put on the screen for you guys, or maybe I shouldn't put it there on the screen. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think I should do with the class setup and with the perks? I want to have them on the screen, but it's kind of hard to figure out exactly how I want to get this stuff on the screen. It's like, man, I really don't know what I want to do. I really don't know what I want to do with this. So let me know about that in the comments. Hopefully you guys can give me some insight as to that. And the series is never changing. This series is for you guys. It's for my subscribers. That's the whole point of this series, is shouting out subscribers. Subscribers send me in gameplay. I promote their channels. I show off their gameplay, and hopefully, you know, the little guy can get some recognition here on YouTube. It's the whole point of it. So I want your guys' feedback. This is like the most subscriber-driven show I've ever done. So I want your guys' feedback on that. Let's talk about the gameplay here a little bit, because it's actually getting pretty intense at about this point. So the building he's in, I don't know what you call this building. I really don't. It's the A-bomb in Search and Destroy. I know that. And as you can see, he's very hurt. Where he's playing hardcore, right? And you think hardcore, oh, that's it's hardcore. I don't like playing hardcore. Keep in mind, hardcore is actually pretty tough. It requires a lot of aim, and it requires a lot of good positioning, because there's no health regeneration. You see all the paintballs splatter on his screen? That's because health doesn't regen in hardcore. He is quite literally one shot. Like, somebody could look at him funny. He's going down. He will definitely be going down at that case. But the class stuff he's using is going to be Perk 1 Greed with Lightweight and Low Profile, which are the two first perks I use. I mostly just use Low Profile, all things considered, because, I don't know, something about Lightweight in this game, I don't feel as though I need it that much. I don't know. I use Low Profile more than I use Lightweight, but they're both very good perks. Perk 2, he's actually using Peripherals, which is pretty crazy, because I've never actually used that a whole lot. What it basically does is makes the minimap a lot more like it was during Call of Duty Ghosts. That works out that well for some people. Some people like that minimap. Me personally, I was never really the biggest fan. And he's also got Perk 3 Greed with Toughness and Scavenger, which is interesting because he doesn't have Blast Suppressor on there. And I just made a video yesterday saying Blast Suppressor is the best perk in the game. But at the same time, he's playing in hardcore mode, where the mini-map is not usually on unless the opposing team has a UAV. So maybe blast pressure is not as necessary when you're playing hardcore. I couldn't tell you, because I don't play a whole lot of hardcore here in Advanced Warfare. But this DNA bomb was just pretty cool regardless, so I wanted to show it off here on my channel. I thought it was pretty neat. Look at all the medals he's getting right now. He actually does get the DNA bomb. I think he might have gotten the DNA bomb back there a little ways, but it was just taking so long to actually show up. And since, of course, we're playing on hardcore, it was kind of hard for him to actually see whether or not he actually got the DNA bomb. But he did get it, and that's pretty freaking awesome. That's a 30-gun streak, ladies and gentlemen. Much harder than a Moab, much harder than a Chem Strike, much harder than a Tactical Nuke. Tactical Nuke's smaller too. Am I right? Am I right? Those things were easy. Those things were, man, basically a 7-kill streak. If you got very, very lucky, they were the equivalent of getting your Harriers laying in a corner, let your Harrier get your chopper gun or your AC-130, and then just lay in the corner, and then hopefully, in the best case scenario, go ahead and get all the rest of the kills with your kill streaks. And man, Tactical Nukes can sometimes be very easy, at other times they can be very hard, but I think it's undeniable that Moabs and Chem Strikes are a lot harder. I think it's undeniable that DNA Bomb is even harder than anything else in the series, so that's pretty freaking crazy. But there we go, that is the end of the gameplay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that was a pretty fantastic overall gameplay by Mr. CodGo619, I must say. I definitely must say. A final score of 72 kills and 12 deaths, that was just pretty freaking nice. He also had 4 captures and 1 defend, and that was just one of those games, man. Domination, let me know in the comments, when you guys play Domination, right, how often do you guys actually go ahead and get 200 score while playing Domination? Because I don't know about you guys, but when I play, it usually turns out like this, where we actually reach the time limit rather than the score limit. Domination is pretty similar to how it was during Black Ops 2, where basically there's a time limit and you switch sides at the half and all that good stuff, right? There's actually a time limit, which kind of makes it hard for comebacks at times, but it's basically the competitive rule set, right? And I've noticed that when I'm playing Advanced Warfare, maybe it's the fact that everyone's moving around so much with Exosters or what's going on with it, I really don't know, but we rarely actually get the 200 score, even when playing in a full party. It usually comes to something like this, where it's 171 to 159. I mean, I don't know. But either way, man, 72 kills, DNA Bomb, pretty freaking fantastic overall gameplay, if I do say so myself. Mr. CodGo619, you've outdone yourself this time. Pretty fantastic overall gameplay. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed the inaugural episode here of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. And if you would like to submit your DNA Bomb gameplay for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, watch this video here, because last year, every single episode of Chem Strike Saturday, which every single week, man, we did over 100 episodes of this thing. Every single time, I tried to explain in the video, like, hey, this is how you submit your guys' gameplay and all this crazy stuff. Well, instead of doing that every single week, what we're going to be doing is just linking you guys to this video that I posted earlier today, and you guys can just go watch that. It's a very short video. It shows you how to submit your gameplay. Like, I actually go on to YouTube and show you where to upload, how to upload, where to send the message, how to send the message, all that crazy stuff, as well as I give you some pointers as to things I'm looking for when I'm going through all these. I do watch all these submissions you guys actually send me every single week. I do actually check all of them out, and I try and pick what I believe to be the best ones. And yeah, so if you want to be featured, watch that video. It tells you everything you need to know about being featured on next week's episode of DNA Saturday. If you guys like to go ahead and check out Mr. CodGo619, this man is a legend here on my channel. So he was in fact the most featured guest during Chem Strike Saturday. I think he was featured 7 times. I might be wrong on my numbers there. I'm pretty sure he was featured 7 times, which is more than any other guest. We actually had a good variety of guests on Chem Strike Saturday, which is pretty nice, but he's the exact kind of channel I want to promote. The reason he was promoted the most on Chem Strike Saturday, and the reason he's here again with DNA Saturday, is because he has a good channel. He's the kind of channel I want to promote with this series, because at the end of the day, this series is about promoting other YouTubers. Now, the channel he runs is pretty freaking nice. He's very active on his channel. He does a lot of different series, and he actually posts a lot of content. I mean, dude, the last time I looked, man's posted like 18 videos since the release of Advanced Warfare. A lot of people always send me messages like, Nero, how do you grow your YouTube channel? I'm trying so hard. And I look at their channel, and they've got 4 videos up over the course of 3 months, and they're like, why am I not growing? This guy understands it. You need to make content that people want to find, and that's what he does. He posts a lot of content on his channel, which is pretty freaking nice. He has 2 series running on his channel currently. He has a Q&A Monday series, which is a weekly Q&A. And he also has a Shout Out Friday series, where he does shout outs for his subscribers to try and help their channels grow. Overall, he's a good guy. He makes good content, and he's a freaking beast at every single Call of Duty game I've seen him play. So if you guys want to check him out, you guys can check him out at youtube.com/CodGo619. There's an annotation on your screen, and there's also a link down in the video description if you guys like to go ahead and check him out there. I hope you guys all enjoyed the inaugural episode here of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.